So today I want to talk about insulated tools. Specifically, when you talk about insulated tools, they're all going to have the insulation. I'm sure they're all going to be fine as far as protecting against electric current. But the main thing to me about insulated tools are the handles. Which handles are more comfortable? I'm going to be comparing handles from the small handles to the larger handles in the Weeha, the Klein, and the Knipex. And also I've got one Gador over here we're going to look at. Then we're going to look at the handles on the screwdrivers. Which one's got grip, which one's feels best in the hand. I've got Knipex, I've got Gador, Weeha, Klein, and then I've got some combination here we'll take a look at. So let's go to the bench. We'll pull them out one at a time. I'm not going to do all of them. I'm just going to pick one screwdriver. And we'll take a look like that. So let's get it on. Okay, let's talk about these two. So this is the Weeha and the Klein interchangeable insulated screwdrivers. These have the smaller blades in here, as you can see. The Weeha has them in the handle here. I just pulled this one out. This is the number 2 Phillips. And what you do is you push down to unlock. It's down right now. You push it in, and you got to pull it up to lock. Now with the Klein, you just pull it up to unlock, and then you just simply push it back in. It locks automatically. This Klein's got a nice size handle here. I tell you, I really like this, man. You could get some good grip with it. This one has this type of magazine where they lay flat in here on these little channels. There are 6 blades that come with this one. I'll leave a link to this in the description, by the way. This one is brand new. Klein actually sent me this to review. I tell you, I really like this thing. The insulation is almost, you can't even hardly feel where the tip in the insulation start, unlike those other ones. I'm going to be showing you this a little bit thicker insulation here. These are really nice. Now the Weeha, I like this too. It feels okay. It's a little big to me. It's a little bit bigger, a little wider right here than the Klein is. The only thing I don't like about this one that I showed you guys before, I just picked this off the rack here. These little clips, this is the exact same kind of clip that holds this magazine in. After a couple of months of use, this one broke off. I dropped it, it actually broke. As you can see that? It's not holding. Where if you have both of them, it holds it tight. So these just simply pull out. You got a little groove here that these fit in, and it holds it down. But now I've only got one of those. Look how it fits, see? Now, the good thing is, I did call Weeha. I was talking about it on one of the tool hauls where they said I needed a receipt. But they're sending me one of these. It comes in Monday. In fact, today when you're, well, no, you're going to be seeing this Wednesday. So I will have gotten this a couple of days ago. They're sending me a new handle. So I'm just going to take all these bits and put in the new handle. So they did make it right there. But it does concern me with these clips being that fragile on this Weeha versus this freaking heavy duty thing here you got on the Klein, you know. If it was between these two, I would pick the Klein every day. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start out with the Klein. We're going to go right down the line here. With these Klein, you know, the thing about the Klein is you still get this classic Klein grip. Just this fluted rubber here. On the end, it's going to tell you exactly what it is. This is the slotted, insulated 4-inch. This is not the thin line. This is the thicker insulation, which I would think, I mean, it would just, you would just think these would wear longer than the thin insulation, but really, who knows? But these are dedicated screwdrivers. I tell you, it feels great. If you like Klein handles, there's no difference in these. I mean, these are just awesome tools right here. There is a little, if you can feel here, there's a little bump out right here. So it's almost like, and I'd love to take this insulation out and see what it is. Is this one solid shaft? I guess it is. It's thicker here, and it steps down just a little right here. It goes a little bit thinner. Or it could be thicker insulation. It could be the insulation is thicker and not the steel. And it just goes down to where it's a little bit thinner right here. But these feel good. So I'm going to go through these, and I'm going to tell you which ones I think feel best in my hand anyway. May not be your best. This is the Weeha, or Weeha. These are made in Germany. Now, these are made in the United States. It may be a little thicker insulation down here than the Klein is. I'm sorry, a little thinner than the Klein. Klein's a little thicker, I think. This one has that same step down, except it steps right here. I guess it's thicker insulation, then it steps down and narrows down to where it's just a little bit thinner. On these, like all these Weehaws, this number here, 24, this was made in 2024. So this is easily to read up here, but you see how that's already wearing off a little bit, that Phillips 2. The 2 is starting to wear a little bit, so I don't know, that's not going to last long because I haven't really put much use on this at all, and it's already starting to wear. But man, this yellow is the hard plastic, not grippy at all. This handle here, this red, is your grippy part. Very grippy. I have to tell you, it feels really good. It's got that bulb shape, but it's got some very muted flutes in here that you can barely feel, but I'm sure that helps with the grip, you know. Just a nice, very nice screwdriver. Feels great. I just like screwdrivers that have a little grip up here, though, which a lot of these don't because they're, I guess because they're insulated. But so that's the Weehaw. Let's go to the Gador here. Now the Gador is kind of an odd shape. As you can see, it's a little bit, it's flat on this side. It's got these 3 finger grooves here. You turn it over, you can see the pronounced finger grooves here. I'm trying to see where this one is made. I don't see anywhere on here where it's made. Yeah, it doesn't show where it's made. On the top here, now this is again a 2-piece handle. Here you got that step down just like you do on the rest of them. I guess that's part of the 1,000-volt rating, is you have to have it thicker up here. Now, there's a little flat spot here where they put the ICE. I guess this is the, is that the part number, 60900? No, that IEC 60900, I guess, is the standard that these are rated to, because it says the same thing on the Weehaw. IEC 6900. Now this one, the red is the hard plastic, the yellow is the grippy part. This one does have a hole in the handle in case you want to get some more leverage here. And this yellow is the tacky part. So, I mean, this one really, you almost have to hold it like this, like sideways to me, because these finger grooves grip here. But your thumb sits on this grippy part. You could really get some good leverage and torque on here. I don't know how much leverage and torque you're going to need with an insulated, but you can get it from this thing. I tell you, these feel great. I really like these. So, you got some good grip on this Gador. I like that Gador. Now, let's take a look at the Knipex. This is the grippiest screwdriver that I've had here. This Gador and the Knipex have the exact same blade. I mean, there's same little notch here, same flat spot, same exact writing. I would be surprised if this Gador wasn't made by Knipex. Same thickness of the shielding here. But what I like about this Knipex is, I mean, this yellow is really grippy. It's grippier than this red, than this yellow here. It is the grippiest yet. And it's situated where when you put your thumb ends up right on this grippy part here. So you can get good leverage and good torque on the screwdriver. So, man, that's nice. Now, that's strange because I'm not seeing where this one is saying. I don't know who makes this Knipex and this Gador, be honest with you. I have no idea. You would think if it was made in Germany, it would say made in Germany. But I'll guarantee you these came out of the same factory, just a different mold on this one. Because these shafts look exactly the same. I think the Knipex takes the cake. I like the Knipex and I like the Klein here. The Klein's got good grip, you know, because I guess I'm just so used to the Klein. But this Knipex really feels good. This classic bulb shape here. Little flutes here on the handle, small flutes. Feels great. So that's the way I have them ranked right there. I love that Knipex, but I tell you, this Klein's very nice too. Let's get on to the pliers. Okay, so here we are. We got these three in no particular order. This is the Knipex, the Weehaw, the Klein, and I got the Gador here. Let's start out with the Knipex. This red is the harder plastic. The yellow is the grip, just like the screwdrivers had. These are made in Germany. This is the 2618-200. Now, this is a smaller handle. And I don't know, you can see here, this thing's got some little dimpling right here on the inside. I don't know what that's for. Your finger fits good in there. I have no idea what that's for, though. Yeah, these are made in Germany. It says on the handle and the plier itself. I mean, what are you going to say? Knipex makes the best pliers in the world, as far as I'm concerned. So, the plier, of course, is no problem. You know it's going to be good. And I tell you, this handle feels really good too. As you can see here, when you're gripping, you got full protection from these little offshoots here on the side. The larger handle, same way, doesn't feel good as this smaller handle for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but they still feel really good. This has got good grip to it. I tell you, these are nice. These are really nice. I don't know if they make a, they may make a Cobra. Knipex sent me these, but I think they sent me the alligator. I don't know if they make a Cobra or not like this. See, they have made in Germany all over this plier, so I guarantee you it's the same IEC 6900. I guarantee you those screwdrivers are not made in Germany. But that's the Knipex. I tell you, it feels very good. Okay, next up is the VHI. I tell you, the only thing, I mean, these VHI feel really good. I mean, they do. But the only thing is, this red is not as tacky as this Knipex is on the screwdriver or the pliers here. And it's not hard. It does have a little bit of texture to it, but it's just not as... Okay, I had to take a little bit of break because this is my Ryobi clamp light that I used to put overhead, and it has expired. The battery has gone out, so let's see. Yeah. I tell you, I love this thing. I just got it a few days ago, and it's really nice. Let's see here. See if you can tell the difference. There you go, a little bit of difference. So if you don't know, so here's my lighting setup. On either side, I got these Ryobi bar lights, and they kind of do the side, and I got that little clamp light for the top there. So that's my setup. All right, where was I at here? Oh yeah, these VHI. So this red is not as tacky as the yellow is on this Knipex, but it does feel good. It feels really good in the hand. Even these small ones feel good. I mean, I like this VHI, but these Knipex, you can just tell they are machined to a little bit higher tolerance. But okay, so that is the VHI. Now with the Klein handles, the Klein, this orange is really hard and slick, and the gray has got the little gray's got the tackiness to it. I don't know. I mean, look, I love Klein tools. I think they're some of the best in the world, right up there with Knipex as far as their pliers. But this insulated handle is not that comfortable. And this gray is not near as grippy as the Knipex. But it's almost got a little, as you can see the profile here, it's almost squared off here. Where the Knipex has that rolled edge here, this one is almost squared off. I mean, it looks really cool. Let me get to the bigger one here. It's your Lyman plier here. These are by the way, made in the USA. It does have a little bit more of a squared off look to it, though. I tell you, they feel good. I mean, I wouldn't mind I could use these on a day-to-day basis for sure, but just not quite as comfortable having that squared off edge that the Knipex. Knipex got that rounded edge. And then you go to the Gador. What can you say about these Gador? These things are freaking... This is like the old style. If you looked back, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, this is the way they all looked. They had these huge knobs on them. So it was almost like they took something like this, like the Klein, and then poured another layer of coating on top of them. And these things are just freaking huge. Very grippy, though. I mean, it feels good. Very grippy, rounded off. It looks good, but it's hard to put this damn thing in the bag. I mean, you got to have a big pouch to hold this. So this is the VD IEC 6900. These are made in Germany. I guess the handles are made in Germany. This is Germany, and this is made in Austria. So I guess the plier itself is made in Austria, and the handles are made in Germany. I tell you, though, I always like Gador tools. I love them. But I don't like their VDE. I do not like their insulated. It's just too exaggerated here. They need to come up to the times. And look, I mean, look at the difference here. That freaking Klein is just beautiful compared to this damn. This looks like a 1957 Studebaker, and this looks like a 2024 Ferrari. Okay, so I guess that's enough of me rambling. I tell you, I'm going to put them in these. I'm going to have to go with the Knipex again. Knipex has got to be the top as far as the insulated grips. And then it's toss-up between the Weehaw and the Klein. I'm just partial to Klein. I love Klein pliers. Like I said, the handles to me are just a little bit. These Weehaw are just a little more comfortable than the Klein, but they're just not that grippy, where the Klein at least has some more grip on this gray, I guess. So anyway, all right, I'm going to go Klein. So we're going to go Knipex, Klein, Weehaw, and then the 1957 Studebaker. All right, that's it, guys. I hope you liked it. These are my opinions. Please put in the comments, what are your favorite handles as far as the VDE? And what tools do you use for VDE? These are pretty expensive. Do you have any budget options that work for you? Let me know. Just leave them in the comments below. Hey, like and subscribe if you like these kind of tool reviews, and we'll see you next week.